All right, so I'm about to loom this loom, layer the loom over the loom. I have decided to stop hoarding some of the things that I've created, some of the value that is within my folders or systems, all because they may not be perfect or they're definitely not at the place that I want them to be or close to the vision that I have. And this is my way of doing it and kind of doing it out loud. So I'm going to use the tools that I have available to me. I've been a user and a lover of cloud-based technology and tools for like actively, oh my gosh, since 2017 for sure, especially in the small business space. I started my service-based accounting and business solutions company based on the idea that we will help other small businesses tool up and maybe a team of three work as efficiently as a team of 10, leveraging technology. So thinking about the micro companies that may not have the money or the know-how to, or ability and capacity to actually connect technology in a way that'll make their operations run smooth and efficient because lack of time, capacity to even think through it. A lot of business owners that are small and micro are in their companies, so they're not really thinking strategically on top of the company. That was the main idea around starting Sobs. So I'm still kind of in the space, however many years later, what, 7, almost 8 years later? And I'm doing the same thing I've done for other businesses within my company. And I really lean now into operational efficiencies, both your human systems and your tech systems. So through that and through my experience with dipping my toe into the startup world and learning more about no code, low code, and building out some MVPs myself for both the financial planning and analysis realm, as well as some personal problem solving that I've attached because for me, the more tools that I have in my belt, the more I'm able to create. So this video is really just to show you how I'm leveraging Loom to overview the MVP systems that I've created that are not what I would be proud to just like showcase, but I'm going to do it anyway because they are in existence and they do add some level of value to users currently. And I am done keeping everything to myself. I am done keeping things hidden. I'm going to put it out into the world. If it's supposed to grow and move further, those things will come about the more steps that I take. So that's what this is. Let me reduce this screen, less of me. So I'm going to loom my loom. I just went ahead and recorded a walkthrough of Transity's financial system where I talked about at a high level what the vision is, talked about where it's at, and actually walked through the system. And Loom is, testing out and it has a trial for their AI creations, and I absolutely love it. So being able to have the system not just transcribe your video, but develop specific docs with different tones is like wonderful. So based off of what it's reading, which in some ways is like kind of creepy, but it is what it is, I guess. We've already traded a lot of our privacy for convenience. But the fact that it can pull the words and grab the tone and rearrange things so quickly is like mind blowing. Anyway, I think what I'm going to settle on as far as the documentation that'll be produced from the video, I'm going to go with Code Docs. I don't know why it's called that, but the way that it is laying out the information is literally walking through the system as I intended to. Like that was my goal, was for this to be a walkthrough at a high level and not about the client or client information that's within the video. But yeah, I don't know why it's called Code Doc. I did look at the step-by-step and PR description. It's not an SOP. That's not the intent at all. So I'm not even bothering with that. I guess how I say transity sounds like that, but that's not correct. This is it. Yeah, this step-by-step doc would it's kind of making the system walkthrough a part of the overall conversation versus the conversation. So I did share, I was talking in and through the walkthrough, some notes for myself, but so far from what I would love to produce documentation wise from this, the code docs works perfectly. Let's look at Q&A steps. Haven't looked at this one yet. Wait, what did that say? Oh gosh, I have to go back. Grabbing the code powered crystal ball. What did that say about coffee for AI? That's funny. Anyway, let's see. So I did mention there are some things to add. Yeah, that's not it either. Let's see, what is the SOP? Yeah, so this is talking through how to use it, which would be great for the users, but not really what I was going for. The best outcome for me and for my intent on doing this is to give a walkthrough of the system and what the system has to offer. And in this situation, code docs is it. Let's look at write a message for email. That's cool. Okay, going back here, I'm gonna copy this text and I'm gonna go ahead and put it into my ClickUp system where I have notes about the system development since the beginning of these ideas. So just wanted to share me looming my Loom and utilizing their AI tool to write a document and getting past this overthinking part, which I'm sure I'm not alone in doing. I have been sitting on these tools and keeping it kind of behind closed doors for a while. As an entrepreneur, I've been trying to figure out how to shift, where to shift, but then also to give honor to the work that's been done. And what keeps coming up for me in that process, as I've been thinking through it, is exposing and releasing the work that I've already done and seeing if there's more to it, more to build. And I'm a big believer in being transparent and sharing a story, even though when it's your story and it's your struggle that you're working through, to do it out in public is really scary. So this is my way of sharing that, but more importantly, also shedding light on the tools that I love and I get really excited and geek out on, in hopes that maybe it'll give you some inspiration so that you can do the same thing. So when I recall, like, oh, Loom, I know will create a doc. It'll help simplify what I'm trying to say. I don't have to overthink sitting down to actually write out the feature list. I can just talk through it, which for me, if you can't tell 9 minutes in, that's what is natural to me, is to be able to verbally process what I'm looking to do or what I'm thinking. So this works perfectly for me to be able to just speak into the system, showcase what's happening, and then allow the system, Loom system, to go ahead and create the document that I've really wanted to write, but I don't have to write it. So hopefully this is helpful for you. If it is, please leave a comment, send a message so that I know that I'm on the right track and I'm not just doing this for my own sake. Bye. Until next time.
So I decided to stop hoarding some of the creations that I've made. Let's see, what is this to? Oh, hey! I don't like this background, but it is what it is. Fine. I have decided to stop hoarding some of the things that I've created, some of the value that I have pieced together for other people, even though it's not perfect. Yeah. So, cut. Start again.